Hey guys, AK James762 here. This is a viewer request video. I had someone on my Maverick 88 disassembly request that I do a cleaning video for the Maverick 88. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to go into how I personally clean my gun after the range visits, go over some things I use and you know, things like that. I'm not going to disassemble the thing step by step because that video does exist. I'll put the link in the description box for you guys who need to see it or want to see it, whatever. Some things I recommend. Here are the chemicals I use. I use this a lot. Winchester Powder Blast. It's just Walmart in the guns and ammo area, like the sporting goods area of Walmart. Have this on the shelf. Don't remember prices on any of this stuff. Ballistol, multi-purpose. I use this for cleaning and lubrication. I'm going to recommend you have a cleaning rod. Here, this is just the Winchester generic rifle cleaning rod. Comes in 3 pieces. You just screw it together. I got this when I got my first gun. Had it for a while. You just screw the 3 pieces together. It's got the handle on one end, and then the other end is the threaded hole, and it's for the tools that it comes with. This is called a mop. You got your brass brush, brass bore brush, and this is called a jag. And what I do, so I don't have any 12 gauge mops or brass brushes. I should probably get those. I don't have any because I don't really go in that much detail when I clean my shotguns regularly, because there's not really, between range visits, there's not really that much buildup, so I don't really go into that big of detail. Now with the Maverick 88, as you saw in the disassembly video, you're going to need a pin punch. So I'm going to use the one on my gun tool. If you have this gun tool, it is the fatter of the 2 punches. I'm going to recommend you have some sort of rags to wipe the gunpowder residue, oil, all that stuff, all that good stuff off. Like I said, I'm not going to go step by step on the disassembly. You guys can check my disassembly video out if you're curious or interested. This firearm was safety checked, so be aware of that. Always want to safety check your firearms before disassembling to clean. I didn't safety check it on camera. I apologize if that offends or affects anyone. Guess I should probably pull the barrel off, huh? That'd probably help. Maybe a little bit. Alright. I got it all apart. Oh, I was incorrect, by the way. I believe I may have said this in the video. I don't remember. I believe I've said before that these magazine tubes are actually attached to the receiver. I was wrong. They are not. You can take it out. It does require a little bit of force because they are Loctited in there, but you can remove it. Excuse me. One thing I will not remove is the ejector. I believe that's the ejector. If you can see it in there, that flathead screw holds it in place. I will not remove that. What I do, after I've disassembled it all the way, I take all the parts. Here's the shell elevator. You see how it's got, you know, the black shit on there? That may just be paint. But also you can see the shine from the light. It's got the oil on there, the old oil that I had the last time I cleaned it. And I just give this stuff a good wipe down. If it's got gunk on it, I spray it with the powder blast and wipe it down. But, I mean, this is pretty much it. This is what I do, because I don't use my guns all that often. Not really. But I do like to take them out and pop them off a few times. You know, wipe down the stuff real good, get in all the creases and crevices. Like I said, if you encounter any thick gunk, spray it down with some powder blast. Make sure you wipe everything down. This especially, the bolt. You want to make sure the bolt face is clean. You want to make sure everything, all the creases, all the nooks and crannies. Definitely want to make sure that the firing pin channel down here is clean. You don't want anything gunking up your firing pin, because then you may not be able to fire your shotgun, and that won't be fun. I got some tough crap in that little crease, so take the powder blast and give it a little spray. If you get that stuff on your hands, you definitely want to wash your hands afterwards, and see that gunk comes right off. And I'll do it again. Let's see if I can find a little spot right here. All that crap on there. Just take the powder blast. The thing I do like about the powder blast, though, besides that it gets stuff really clean, is it doesn't have a harsh chemical smell. It smells like oranges. See? And all that stuff's clean. That powder blast does a great job. I had a viewer tell me that they've never heard of or seen the powder blast, and I'm like, damn, that's unfortunate. I found it at Walmart in the sporting goods area, next to all the Black Hawk holsters and the ammunition cabinet and all that stuff. So, I mean, I've been to several different Walmarts and they all have it. And this is coming pretty clean. That powder blast does a really good job. And I'm not going to get this stuff spotless, because it really doesn't, to me, it doesn't matter at this point, because it's not going to affect it. If it's a little bit oily from the last time I cleaned it, so what? I'm going to oil it up again before I put it back together. So, and the cartridge stops, just wipe them down. These don't really get all that dirty. So, and then if you wanted to, you can take the powder blast and you can spray the entire inside of the receiver and wipe out all that oil. Make sure you get any gunpowder residue or any flakes of carbon or flakes of copper or brass that may have gone in there while you were shooting. You know, just wipe it out real good. Wipe out all the channels that the shell stops go into and where the bolt rides. And if you have a, like I said, I need to get one. If you have a mop and brass brush for your 12 gauge, what I did with my rifles, like with my SKS and my Mosin and stuff, because it had Cosmoline and shit, I took this mop and I just had the container of Simple Green and water, and I just run the mop in there and then go through the bore a few times, put it back in there, and do that over and over, just to clean the inside of the bore out. You could also do that with the powder blast. You could do it with Ballistol or any other gun cleaning solvent to get the carbon buildup and crap out of the bore, if there is any. If you own a shotgun, you already know cylinder bore shotgun barrels are smooth bore. I mean, that's what a shotgun is. It doesn't have rifling unless you have a rifled slug barrel. So, I mean, you don't really need the brass brush per se unless you have a rifled barrel, in my opinion. But you could take the mop and, clean it out. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get this back together real quick. Oh, and there was a comment on that video as well from someone else saying that their bolt carrier, I believe, had gotten stuck, and they're asking for ideas on how to get it not stuck. I guess I'd have to see what you're talking about. Maybe do a video or take a picture and upload it or something like that. I don't know. I'd have to see what you're talking about first. I'd have to see to give you any type of advice. Oh, no, you don't want to cooperate. There you go. Alright. Okie dokie. It's really simple to clean, really simple to take apart, really simple to put back together. I mean, there is no firearm that's complicated to disassemble and clean. You just have to know which parts go where and make sure you put them back correctly. There we go. Alright, and then what I do, once I get my firearm all reassembled and put back together, obviously you're going to function check it. Make sure it dry fires correctly. And then what I do is I'll get it right in the case, that way I don't get the stuff everywhere. I'll put it in the case and I'll take the ballistol and all the metal. I'll just put a light coat of ballistol on it just for rust prevention, for storage. That way if it sits for, you know, a long period of time, you don't get any rust buildup or anything like that. So I hope this video helped you out, man. Sorry I forgot your name, and I don't think I really knew how to pronounce it anyway, so I didn't want to, you know, destroy it on camera. But I appreciate you watching my video. I have no problem doing viewer request videos. I finally got some time. Like I said, I appreciate you watching. I hope this video helps you out. And good luck with your future endeavors. He said he's a novice with firearms, so good luck on your future endeavors, and I hope you find some good deals in the future. Thanks, man.